strap on your helmets and get ready to hit the trails. I love all the countryside. The views are spectacular.
The viewing of the natural beauty from a bicycle is far more enhanced when you're actually sitting on a bicycle seat versus traveling in a car.
We're bicycling our way through the heart of Wisconsin.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
Beauty awaits around each bend. The enchantment never ends. For every season there's another reason for you to come discover Wisconsin.
Today on Discover Wisconsin, we're traveling to some of the state's finest biking trails, and we're beginning our trek right here in the bicycling capital of America. This has to be it.
Every town has their pride and joy and their claim to fame and what people recognize them for.
And in Sparta, it's been biking. This 32-foot-tall statue boasts the title, World's Largest Bike. Sparta's biking history runs deep, and this town's love for the sport is everywhere. Nestled in the rolling hills of western Wisconsin, Sparta marks the headquarters for the west end of the Elroy Sparta Bike Trail. You can explore the trail with a rental bike or bring your own and start your journey right here at the Sparta Depot. I have my trail map and my pass, and I'm ready to hit the Elroy Sparta Trail. Let's go.
The Elroy Sparta Bike Trail was the first rails-to-trails conversion in the country. This was the former railroad, the Chicago Northwestern Railroad. But in 1967, after it had no longer been in use for quite a while, some citizens were walking down this unused path and said, this would make a great bike trail. And now Rails to Trails Conservancy is a huge organization. It's all over the country.
And what's so nice about the Elroy Sparta Trail is that it's very family friendly because of the flat terrain. And you can still experience some of the historic railroad features along the way, like the long, dark tunnels. Man, I should have brought my flashlight.
They were all cut through by hand primarily through the limestone by men at the turn of the century and before. And it's quite amazing to go through that.
This is such a beautiful landmark. This is only one of 3 tunnels on this trail. If you continue down, you'll hit 2 more, but this is by far the longest tunnel and definitely my favorite. You can also see the large tunnel doors, which used to be operational during the winter months.
There would be watchmen that would be on each side of the tunnel that would have to go and open the doors to allow the trains to come through.
Right near the only remaining watchman shack sits another historic feature.
We're standing in what's called the flume, which is a water diversion ditch that was built by the railroad in 1907 to 1909 to divert water from the end of the east end of tunnel number 3.
You can take a look at more historical landmarks, cross over dozens of stone bridges, and even discover some of the unglaciated lands of Wisconsin, also known as the Driftless area, when you ride the full 32 miles. If you want to take your time, you'll find parking, lodging, and camping near the trail. And if you're up for even more riding,
Here we have what we call Bike 4 trails. It's 4 separate trails that have connected for 101 miles. So you have the Great River Trail, the La Crosse River Trail, the Elroy Sparta Trail, and the 400.
looking for some road biking options? Sparta also offers over 125 miles of biking mapped out for you. Keep an eye out for some unusual landmarks along the way. Plus, some of the routes take you into the city of Sparta, where you can check out their historic downtown for some shopping or other activities.
And another great thing, if you're coming during the weekdays, you can enjoy our concerts in the park. They're every Wednesday night, June through August, and it's free.
To find out more about Sparta's concerts in the park and other events, just head to discoverwisconsin.com and choose Sparta as your destination. Up next,
we take it for granted sometimes, but we live in a biking paradise.
Find out where this biking paradise takes us next. We're back, biking our way through the state as we discover Wisconsin. Our next destination leads us right into the heart of Wisconsin, the Stevens Point area. Want to explore a little bit of everything here? Of course you do. You can start your biking trip on the Green Circle Trail, one of the first trails in the nation to encircle an entire community.
It's a community-funded recreational trail. The main circle is 25 to 26 miles with the spurs. We're over 30 miles. What attracts people is that any level can ride it.
The trail headquarters at the Schmeeckley Reserve sits within a 280-acre natural area on the UW Stevens Point campus.
So many people come here to get maps and find out about the entire trail system around Stevens Point, as well as using our 5.5 miles of trails through the Schmeeckley Reserve. Since we are a natural area, there's a diversity of wildlife and plants to be seen here.
You can pedal your way along the full trail as it winds through forests and parks, over wetlands, along rivers, and even near downtown Stevens Point. The downtown area features historic and unique architecture, shopping, dining, and special attractions, like the daily farmers market in the public square. Another spot just off the Green Circle Trail exhibits art in the midst of nature.
The Stevens Point Sculpture Park is situated on 20 acres within the city of Stevens Point. It features art from regional, national, and local artists, and is a great place for folks of all ages to come out and enjoy art.
The Green Circle also connects to over 20 miles of additional trail riding, including another state trail. Can you tell us a little bit about the Tomorrow River State Trail?
Tomorrow River Trail is it's an old railroad right-of-way. It's a multi-use, multi-recreational trail, multi-season trail, so there's a lot of different uses.
So tell us what visitors are going to see along the trail, because obviously that's a big part of why they come and they see different trails.
It's pretty diverse with its terrain, because when it starts in the Stevens Point area, it's relatively flat going through the sandy country that we have here. And as you go further east, then you're starting to get into the glacial moraines, so you get a lot of woodlands, bluffs, trees. It's a very pretty segment of the trail.
And there's another way to get a taste of the scenery around Stevens Point: road biking.
This particular area is characterized by a nice mixture of small farm fields and woods. It's also punctuated with a lot of streams and rivers, so that adds a lot to the scenery. And a lot of nice rolling hills. You know, it's a glaciated area. And the roads, these roads are really nicely paved and very lightly traveled. People are just amazed at how little traffic there is when they're riding in this area.
Now this looks like the place to stop. Even the cows are breaking for lunch. Hi, babies. And if your spirit thirsts for a more adventurous ride, try mountain biking at Standing Rocks Park. So for an avid mountain biker like yourself, take us through what it's like in these trails. I mean, it's adventurous.
We always say that each trail system has a different flavor. Our trail system is probably in the middle technical-wise. We have 14 individual sections, and probably 3 or 4 of those are beginner. The rest are intermediate or advanced. You have rock gardens, roots, uphills, downhills, and then speed can make it difficult also.
I'm ready to tackle some adventure. Let's go.
Let's go try it.
Okay, I quickly realized I might not be able to go as fast as Scott. But hey, I still held my own out there. Good grief!
You can do it.
Cut! Well, most of the time. To find out which trails suit you best, just visit discoverwisconsin.com and choose the Stevens Point area as your destination. And don't forget to visit us on Facebook and tell us which Wisconsin bike trails are your favorite. Coming up, it's definitely true what they say. There is something special about the Northwoods, and there's no better place to see that than on your bike. Welcome back to Discover Wisconsin. Our bike trek continues. Wisconsin's Northwoods are famous for their snowmobiling trails, but we're heading up to St. Germain to check out their biking trails.
We have the nice paved trails like this, which we right now link into 30 miles of paved trail. We also have some really nice dirt single track trails for the more serious hardcore riders that they can ride on in the area.
You can head straight into the Northwoods on the Awassa Nature Trail. Several loops offer level ground and shaded riding, which is ideal for beginners. The Shannon Lake Trail has a mix of beginner and intermediate trail loops, ranging in length from 2 to 7 miles, with one loop that encircles Shannon Lake.
Obviously, you're going to see eagle, you're going to see deer. On occasion, you might see a bear, you know, and all the little critters that come with the Northwoods. So it's just a wonderful, safe environment where you can ride your bicycle and see nature.
We see an awful lot of people that like to do the road rides where they put on 50, maybe even 100 miles a day. And we have lanes that are dedicated to that now too, with some routes in the area. Our entire length of our community, from the northwest side all the way over to the southeast side, it's all linked with this 12-mile trail.
The well-maintained and paved St. Germain Bike and Hike Trail is also part of the Heart of Vilas County Trail System, which connects the towns of Boulder Junction, Sainer, and St. Germain for a total of 27 miles of trails. The St. Germain portion was designed to let riders experience the Northwoods nature and give visitors the chance to do some activities just right off the trail. You ready to get beat?
I mean, you're going down.
Oh, bring it! And she did. Riders can enjoy everything from a round of mini golf to shopping, restaurants, and lodging.
You know, if you want to go downtown and grab an ice cream cone, or if you want to ride out to the golf course, you know, you can go out to the go-kart track with your bike if you want to.
Along the way, many bicyclists also explore downtown St. Germain to get a taste of the true heart of this town. And what is it that attracts people to this area?
All that St. Germain has to offer, all of the activities, the biking, the food, the friendships, and the nice people that are here, always so very welcoming.
So up here in St. Germain, they are a friendly bunch. And I think people realize that when you come into the businesses, they greet you as a friend.
I want every customer to feel like this is their home. I think the greatest compliment I've ever gotten is when they say, "I see you tomorrow." I'll see you tomorrow.
There's just the small town rustic charm of St. Germain. Everywhere you go, everyone is so friendly. They don't care if you're a local or not. And that's just so inviting. And speaking of inviting, a local artist right off the trail loves it when people stop in and visit.
I taught art and I retired in '03, and I miss the contact with people. And so when someone comes in, I think I put on my teacher shoes and love to explain what I do and why I do it. I started doing this by cutting apart old paintings and collaging them, sticking the pieces together. And I try to make a smile and happy eyes on all of them. I want people to laugh, and they make me laugh. Most of my work is abstract.
I think it's neat because to me, it looks like kayaks or canoes that are all stacked up.
It could be.
To see Susan's work and find more places to shop and visit along the trail, just visit discoverwisconsin.com. Stay with us. We're following the Heart of Vilas County Trail straight into Boulder Junction.
Scenery along it's beautiful with the lakes, and the kids enjoy it because it's kind of hilly up and down. Lots of fun riding for us.
We're back discovering more of Wisconsin by bicycle. Up next, we're headed to the musky capital of the world. Come on, we can't just let the fishermen enjoy views like this. We followed the Heart of Vilas County Trail System from St. Germain to Boulder Junction, which is a total of 27 paved miles. Home to the trailhead for this biking system, Boulder Junction is settled within the 250,000-acre Northern Highland American Legion State Forest.
Boulder Junction is a beautiful area in northern Wisconsin. It is a great place for relaxing and doing outdoor activities like biking.
So, you're wondering what makes this biking destination unique?
We have 194 lakes in a 10-mile radius of Boulder Junction.
That's amazing, 194?
194, and some of the nicest, clearest swimming areas with sand beaches, like Crystal Lake, which is just a gem in the North Woods.
You can head straight to the beach on the Crystal Lake Trail, which is the Boulder Junction portion of the Heart of Vilas County Trail, This 11-mile stretch also leads bikers in and out of the forest, straight to several campgrounds, and along North and South Trout Lake. So Jim, as an expert of the area, what specific scenic points would visitors want to make sure they get to take in?
I think one of the loveliest spots that you just don't want to miss is Cathedral Point. That's where North and South Trout look at each other. And at that point, you get a wide open view. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Visitors can stop at several lake spots along the trail and even head out onto the water to try some other activities. Back on the trail, I ran into some seasoned riders who can't get enough of this area. Why do you guys come to Boulder Junction every year?
We do a lot of camping up here. We really enjoy camping at the state parks. We really like coming out on the bikes with the kids on here just because it's nice terrain for them. We've got some flat areas where they can catch their breath, and then we have some fun hills.
Word to the wise, you might want to slow down on some of those big ones. After you conquer the hills, you can follow the trail straight into downtown Boulder Junction.
Stroll up and down Main Street and enjoy nice boutique shops. We have a lot of galleries. There's a lot of artists in the area. You're not going to find any box stores in Boulder Junction. They're all small businesses, so it makes for a really nice experience.
Got a loose chain or squeaky brakes? You can also get your bike serviced or rent one while you're in town.
You're good to go. Enjoy the trails, huh?
Or you can grab a chair and enjoy a refreshing beverage. So this is the morning spot to have coffee, which it's right downtown, so you see everything that goes on.
How could you beat a spot like this, you know?
And I'm always a sucker for a cute face.
We have Toby here, especially when the guys are here,
Toby.
Because he brings the girls in to talk to us.
Right.
He is the chick magnet.
When you're ready to hit the trails again, Boulder Junction has even more to check out. You can start at the Chamber of Commerce office and follow the 3-mile off-road Nichols Beach Trail.
It's a nice trail because you can bike through the woods and you end up at Nichols Lake, where you can take a picnic or have a swim and just enjoy the day.
Specifically maintained for mountain biking, the Lumberjack Trail heads right into the Northern Highland American Legion State Forest.
You will see a lot of different types of trees and wildlife. There is a nice little bridge that goes across White Sand Creek, and there's also views of the Manitowish River. It's a very nice trail with loops from 4.5 miles up to 12 miles.
Boulder Junction is also surrounded by hundreds of miles of quiet roadways open for touring cyclists to explore.
Well, I think you could see so much more from a bicycle versus an automobile. I think it forces individuals to slow down. I think individuals are far more aware of their surroundings, not only the sights, but the sounds, the smells.
Whether you're a thrill-seeking mountain biker or still on training wheels, you can find the perfect bike trail for you by visiting discoverwisconsin.com. I'm Emmy Fink, and we'll see you out on the trails, discovering Wisconsin.
You know, Wisconsin is filled with so many exciting things to do.
So travel Wisconsin and find out for yourself.
There's a destination just waiting to be discovered by you.
I need to remember to bike with my mouth closed or I'll get bugs in it.